Okay, so we're back today working on the Jeep. I just thought I'd show what I was going to do. I did a little bit of researching and found some stuff that people say that helps with the 2.5 Jeep for us to give it a little bit more torque and a little bit more power. What we're going to be doing today is taking and porting out the intake to where you can put a 4.0 throttle body on it. Give me just a second and I'll turn the camera around and I'll show you how we're going to go about doing that. Okay, so to start out with, you got your throttle body gasket here. And what you're going to do is, let me see. It's like that. Okay, so that's how the gasket come off. You got to be very careful when pulling it off the bottom of the throttle body. With it being on there for a while, it'll be dry and could tear apart on you. But if you can keep it to where it won't tear apart, like how I did this one, you just put it on there. And the way I've went about this is, you can see the gasket has a bigger opening than what your hole is. What I did is I took this nail, went around the gasket to make me a fine line to go back, and then I'm going to use this air drill here with an attachment on it and go in, and I'm just going to cut this outer edge out to where it'll be a bigger opening hole. And if you can also see, I thought this was strange that actually the 2.5 throttle body gasket hole, it seems like that there would actually be overhanging on it. So I don't know, we're going to try it out and see what it does. But give me just a minute and we'll go through, cut all this out, and I'll show you the difference in it. So here we are back. You can see the difference in the throttle body gasket now. It's a little bit offset. Hang on. But you can see got a bigger opening for it. And let's see. Yeah. This one is the 4.0 throttle body. I'm going to have to do some research because I think this 4.0 throttle body may be newer, or older than my Jeep, because I got to realizing it doesn't have a sensor there. But then you look at our little 2.5, it's got a sensor there. So I may have to round up another 4.0 throttle body. I don't know. I'll just have to do some researching on that and I'll get back with you. Also, here's the little kit that I used to do the porting on the intake. It come from Harbor Freight. And if you're wondering why I was doing it with the intake on the motor, this is the blowed up motor. So all this will be coming off this motor anyway. And we got the one that's going to be the builder motor, the one that we're going to build. We got it over here. I didn't record anything on taking it apart, but we got everything tore apart on it. Only thing left is taking the crank, taking the cam out, taking the gears off there. And this is a Dakota engine. And a lot of people say that the Dakota engine will not work and the Jeep Wrangler 2.5, because they have different belt or different bell housing, like where it bolts on, the bell housing's different. But then when I ended up getting this one home and looking at it, it's the exact same bell housing. So the Dakota and the Jeep Wrangler have the same bell housing, and they can be interchanged. All the parts are the same, uh, but I'm still going to use my intake just to be cautious. But everything else looks to be the same. Sensors are in the same areas. Distributor, everything on the side. The only thing that I've seen that is not the same are the motor mounts. And let's see. This is everything off the Dakota motor. Okay, so there's the motor mount there, and have the Dakota motor, that one, and then that one. But from what we've noticed is, I can't remember. I think the Jeep motor sets back a little bit further than the Dakota motor does, and that's the only difference that we've noticed in them. So that'll be an easy fix. Just swap motor mounts out. Just put the Jeep motor mounts on the Dakota 2.5 and put it in.